Hello friends. So today we are going to see how to install Ubuntu on Windows machine. So basically, we will be using WSL. WSL is a Windows feature that allow us to run a Linux environment on Windows machine. We do not need a virtual machine or a dual boot. We can just run Linux in parallel to our Windows. So WSL is basically called Windows Subsystem for Linux. Now to install any Linux on Ubuntu, you need to first of all enable the virtualization in your machine. So first of all, you need to check whether the virtualization is enabled by default or not. So you can open your task manager and there you can go in performance and you can click on CPU. And here you can see virtualization enabled. So in my system, the virtualization is enabled by default. In some of the system, it might be disabled. So in that case, you need to go inside your BIOS and from there you can enable it. So I will be sharing a link on how to enable virtualization from BIOS in Windows 11. You can find that in the description. So once your virtualization is enabled, you need to check whether the WSL or the Windows Subsystem for Linux feature is enabled or not. For that, you can open Windows features. So turn Windows feature on or off. So in this Windows feature, you need to enable the Windows Subsystem for Linux and you need to enable virtual machine platform. So once you enable these, you need to restart your system and then WSL will be enabled. So you can install a Linux distribution in two ways. First, you can use the WSL CLI, and second, you can use the Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store provides us an easy way to install that. So we will be seeing that, but first let me show you how to install using a CLI. So first of all, let us check whether any distribution is installed or not. So right now there is no Linux environment in my WSL. Actually, I installed Ubuntu, but I have removed it for now. So we will be first installing Ubuntu using the CLI. -D stands for distribution. So WSL -install -D Ubuntu. You can use other names also, Debian, Kali Linux. So all those Linux distribution you can install. So I've started the Ubuntu installation. Now it is started the Ubuntu and here now the installing. Okay, so Ubuntu is started to install and it will take some few minutes to get it running. So let's wait for a few minutes. It will take around 5 minutes, not much. In case your network is slow, it might take 10 minutes, but yeah, at most it takes 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so it is installed. Now it is asking for a Unix username. Let me give it a username and a password. Password updated successfully. So we are running Ubuntu version 22.04.3 LTS version. Let me close this terminal. Now we are in our Windows terminal. Let me clear the screen. Now we will run the WSL-L-V command. list version. So right now we are seeing that Ubuntu is running and our WSL version is 2. Now I want to go inside my Ubuntu machine. So all I need to do is WSL. So by default, I only have a one Linux distribution, which is Ubuntu, and it is my default WSL Linux distribution. So when I will be typing WSL command and doing enter, it will actually get inside the Ubuntu machine. So we are now in the Ubuntu Linux environment on our Windows machine. So first thing we do after installing any Linux server, we update. Let us first update it. Okay. So I have started updating my machine. Meanwhile, let us check the Microsoft Store. Okay, so I have already installed Ubuntu, so it is showing as installed. And if I click here, it will open my Ubuntu distribution. Let me try clicking here. I clicked on open, and it started my Ubuntu Linux. We can also install from here. So if suppose we want to install Kali or maybe Debian, let's install Debian. Okay, so this is the Debian. We will go inside it. I will click here get. This will start Debian installation from the Microsoft Store. So it has started downloading the Debian Linux. So yeah, now our Ubuntu is properly updated. Let me get back to my terminal, Windows terminal, Windows -D. So Ubuntu is running and it is completing downloads. I think download is done. It's doing some validations. You can check the rest of the command by clicking on maybe help. So terminate the specified distribution, terminate command. Unregister is to uninstall the complete Linux. -L is for list, and we were running -L and -V. So show detailed information about all distributions. So it has lots of other commands which you can use. So mostly we use install to install a distribution, list to see all the installed distributions, terminate to shut down, and unregister to uninstall. Let's check the status of Debian. So it is installing. So I think, yeah, it's done. Installation is done. Let's open the Debian. Okay, installing this may take a few minutes. Again, it will take around 4-5 minutes. So since I already installed Ubuntu earlier, so that was it was installed in less time. Password. Now it has installed my Debian machine. Okay, first let me update this. WSL-L list -v verbose to check all the details. So right now I have two Linux distribution running on my Windows. One is Ubuntu, another is Debian. Both are in running state. Okay, and it has upgraded. Where can be upgraded? Let me upgrade. So Ubuntu is now stopped. Since I exited from Ubuntu, it took some time to stop. So right now it is stopped. So let me do one thing. Ubuntu here. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm running my two Linux distribution in parallel with Windows machine. So thanks you all. So most probably in future videos we will be looking into some more WSA related things. So thanks all and bye bye.